Okay, everyone, this is Ed and Michelle here from the Great Indoors, and it's raining here in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. I almost said Pennsylvania, Ohio. Okay, yeah, we got our Knoebels umbrella, and Michelle's trying to stay dry. We're here to check out the Fortune Star Buffet. Come on, let's go, Michelle. Stay under the umbrella. Come on. All right. And then after this, we're going to head to the Monroeville Mall to check out the filming locations of the 1978 George Romero classic, Dawn of the Dead. What else would you do if you're from out of town and you're in Monroeville for the first time, for me at least? You got to check out a buffet, and you got to check out that classic movie filming location. Are you ready, Michelle?
Yes.
All right, let's get in there and check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Great Indoors. Stay under the umbrella. Okay, they're open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and on Friday, Saturday, they're open till 9:30. There you go. Oh, look at that. We got some Asian soldiers checking us out. Okay. Very cool. All right. All right, we pay ahead. Do we pay ahead, or do we eat first and then pay after? Okay, 2, please. All right. Never been here before, but I hear it's really good. Wow, look at that decor in here. This is beautiful. This must be one of the dining areas over here. Very cool. This is huge. Huge.
Oh my gosh.
All right. And there's the buffet. All right, let's get seated and then we'll go check it out.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Michelle, early impressions of Fortune Star.
It's a huge Chinese buffet, the biggest that we ever seen.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
And the dining rooms, there's 4 separate dining rooms. 4.
Well, look at the glass behind you. Look at that. Isn't that cool how they have those the things over there?
I love my pandas.
It's like there's like glass surrounding the thing, so it almost looks like an aquarium. I wouldn't be shocked if there was like fish floating around in there, you know?
Yeah.
All right, you ready to go check out the buffet?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's get in there and check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Great Indoors as we are in Monroeville, Pennsylvania, and the Fortune Star Buffet. Let's start here. This is as good as any other place. They got the peel and eat shrimp over here, and of course, clean plates. And I like how they give you gloves that you can wear when you're operating on the buffet. That's a nice touch. Some rotini, some elbow macaroni, and look at this, how they have prepackaged sour cream. Is this? I mean, I can look at what that is there. I think it's sour cream. Hold on, what is that? Tartar sauce. I'm gonna keep that because I might get some fish later. Okay, and look at that. Marshmallows, different dressing, some tomatoes, peppers, and look at that. They got 2 different kinds of olives over there, the green and the black. Some salad. It's coming around. Yep, black. I don't like how they're mixing together though, like that. And there's the cocktail sauce and some shredded cheese. Is that kimchi over there? I think. Yeah. Croutons, cherry tomatoes, lemons. Nice. This, they have a sign: do not touch the food with your hands. Please do not eat at the buffet. Please do accompany children, and please do use new plates. That's all common sense stuff. But you know what? In this world, sometimes people don't have common sense. All right. More clean plates. There's some cheese pizza, mac and cheese. It looks like breadsticks. That's not something that you normally see on an Asian buffet, is breadsticks. I thought for a second I was at a Pizza Hut. And then they have the seafood bake. And Michelle's going to be happy they have the baked mussels with cheese. You guys like that? I love that kind of stuff. And there's some, there's supposed to be barbecue ribs over here. I don't know if this is set up for the lunch or what. But this is...
Going to remember all that?
I hope so. Is this still the lunch thing going on right now?
I don't know. 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock? Okay.
We might have to pay dinner.
Yeah, I don't mind, because there's things that are labeled incorrectly. Like over here it says barbecue ribs, and there's chicken over here. But I know what it is. Okay. And then, oh yeah, they have that bacon wrap with imitation crab and the meatballs on a stick. Looks like chicken and seafood biscuit. All right. And clean plates and more gloves. Look at this, Michelle. They have sushi here. What do you got going on over there?
A lot of seafood.
All right. Yeah, you got some mushrooms.
No, it's a chicken, mushrooms, and
Oh, there's chicken in there too?
and shrimp in there. A seafood biscuit.
Yeah.
A lot of.
And you got some soup too. Beautiful. All right.
Oh, you're gonna like this. They have your rice noodles. They just put them out.
Oh yeah, I love the rice noodles over the regular lo mein any day. This is their sushi section. All right. Looking good in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, look at that. They have that shrimp with rice sushi, some ginger, wasabi, and seaweed. And this is the hibachi over here, where you pick what you want to go on the hibachi. And this young man over here will cook it up for you. And all the meats are over here. Very cool. There's a hibachi over here. This is the hibachi section over here. And it's important that you remember to tip your guy. If he's cooking for you, you should give him something for the effort. All right, this is like the fried food section here. French fries, chicken nuggets, chicken on a stick. Of course, you gotta have chicken on a stick, right? Some crab rangoon and fried shrimp. Well, those are those sesame balls, I believe. Onion rings and sugar donuts. And you gotta have your sweet and sour sauce to go with these, because then you put it on with the chicken over there. And you can put it on any of these over here. I like my egg roll with the sweet and sour sauce, but I would not put it on the crab or the cheese wontons over there. That looks like crab rangoon, I think. And fried scallops, cheese sticks, and spring rolls. All right. Told you this buffet is huge. This is the salt and pepper shrimp, which that's not what it is. Okay, that looks like a chicken and pepper chicken or something like that. Salt and pepper shrimp. Again, that's mislabeled. It's like a potato and green peppers. Mongolian beef. That's correct. Coconut shrimp. This is what Michelle had on her plate. The mushrooms and chicken. And looks like there's some shrimps in there too. Yeah. Indonesian chicken. We had Mongolian beef and Indonesian chicken. So we're all over Asia today. General Tso's chicken, or Tso's chicken, or however you want to pronounce that. Your guess is as good as mine. Chicken broccoli. Pepper steak with onions. Hot and spicy chicken. I hope you guys are hungry. This is a lot of food. That shrimp and some more coconut shrimp, it looks like. And I guess they would normally have salt and pepper squid over here, but not right now. They have corn. All right. Okay, stuffed mushrooms, stuffed shrimp, cheese, sweet cheese pie, baked potato skins, ham pie. Wow. Baked salmon. Okay, Michelle was wondering if they were going to have salmon here. And they have baked whitefish. All right, let's come around to the other side. Okay, they do have stuffed crab shells over here. And we already got all those in the video. All right, there's one more section that we need to show. And it's way over here. This is the soup section over here. Okay, peach bum. Got that? I don't know what that is. Shumai. That's what Michelle had. Those are really good, actually. They're like a pork in there and stuff. And this must be their wonton soup. Not many wontons in there, but hopefully they'll bring more out. And then some rice. And yes, they have the rice noodles. That is my favorite go-to thing. If they have it, I'm going to be eating that. You know it. And there's the lo mein and some fried rice. Teriyaki sauce. To put that on your dumplings over here, pork dumplings. And then there's sauteed spinach, some sauteed green beans, egg foo young, go with the rice over there. And there's a little bit of that gravy. They should give you more gravy than that. That's not enough. Hot sour soup. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah. There's some mushrooms in there. Beautiful. Egg drop soup. What does that look like? There you go. And ooh, look at that. They have beef and tomato soup. Very cool. All right. Are you guys hungry? I know I am. I've been driving for 2.5 hours, and I haven't had anything to eat of any substance today. And you know that we need to eat. All right. Okay, Michelle's plate that she had up there is ready to go. Talk about it, Michelle.
Okay, stuffed seafood clam.
Okay.
A biscuit.
Shumai. Yeah.
And there's the seafood biscuit.
Okay.
Okay, never seen that before. Stuffed shrimp.
Yeah.
And chicken and shrimp and mushrooms.
Okay, what do you guys want her to try first? I want you to try those mushrooms first. I love mushrooms.
Okay.
All right. First question that I got to ask you. Okay, since you got to try the mushroom, what do you think of the temperature of it?
It's cold.
Cold?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's supposed to be like that.
It ain't, no.
But the mushroom was really cold and the stuffing was cold.
Okay, try the shumai and see if that's at least warm for you. Okay. Yeah, let's see what the inside of that looks like.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Okay. Well, now you have. See that? We're breaking new ground today.
I'm getting my fortune read.
So you're not eating?
Yeah, I'm eating. I'm just recording first. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Shumai.
Shumai.
Yeah. Hopefully it's warm. Okay, Michelle, what do you think of the shumai?
That is very, very good. If you like sausage, that is filled nicely with bulk sausage.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, it tastes like bulk sausage or something in there, but it's really good.
And the temperature, it's hot for you?
Yes, that's hot now.
So that's a mark against them with the mushrooms, right?
But that's okay. Cold mushrooms are fine. But when you have chicken and shrimp in there, you kind of need to warm it up.
And let's try the
stuffed seafood
and the crab or the clam shell over there.
with pleasure.
Okay, what do you think of that clam shell stuffed clam shell or whatever?
I think they injected it with a little bit of mayonnaise to give it some like flavor to it.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad.
It's not. It's kind of blandish, and they kind of pumped it up with some mayonnaise maybe to give it
just a little,
Yeah.
just to give it some flavor. But that's not bad.
All right.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go for the stuffed shrimp that kind
Yeah.
of fell apart on me.
Yeah, we got the idea though.
Okay.
All right.
Stuffed shrimp.
Yeah, I like that. The girl came, aren't you eating? I'm like, I'm recording. I gotta eat. I gotta, I'll eat when I'm done talking to Michelle here. So is that gonna be all right?
That's good too.
Yeah.
That's good too. But it has a lot of butter in there.
A lot of-
It's,
hey, more butter, the better.
Right.
What did you say that was over there?
The seafood donut.
Seafood donut. Take a bite out of that and see if that floats your boat. Seafood donut.
Float my boat.
Like a rubber donut, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, have fun. Okay, what did you think of the Chinese donut, Michelle?
Now, if you remember the new Chinatown buffet in Sheffield before
Yeah.
it became Royal,
Yeah.
exactly the same ingredients. Very good and flavorful.
Okay, so
And-
a thumbs up on that then, right?
Right. But just warm them up a little bit more and
Yeah.
we'll be all set. But if you remember the seafood donut there, and we used to gobble those down,
Yeah.
you'll gobble these down.
All right. I don't know if I'm going to go with what you had here because I want to change things up, but I definitely will not be getting the mushrooms that you had there. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe to The Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle. Nice. Okay, Michelle is up at the buffet. Well, she's actually sitting right there, but I already have the tripod all set up for my next plate, and I'm going to insert the picture of the food right here. Okay, let's get into it. I ended up going. Now, the server said, "You got ribs over here. That's on the dinner." And I said, "That's fine. I don't mind paying the extra for the dinner buffet because I want to show you guys what their barbecue ribs are like." They actually put them on with the chicken that I had earlier. So, and I also went with more of the fried or the rice noodles and some spinach, sauteed spinach on top. I have to get my little veggie combi going on there, right? I want to try something different than the shrimp, right, Michelle?
Correct.
All right, let's go with the spinach because if it's good enough for Popeye, then it's good enough for me, right? Whoop. She's all choked up. That's really good like that. You should, if you ever come here, you should really try the spinach on there. It's got a nice flavor. And it's kind of like a little bit like a garlicky flavor added to it. Kind of like, what is that? What did you say was on your one thing? The aioli?
Green beans has olive oil on it.
Yeah, I think that the same thing is going on with this. That's good. Now, this is included in the dinner, and it's already, what we got here a little bit after 3:30, 3:15, and I think it starts at 4. I don't know, but I don't mind paying extra for this. This looks really good. Now, they're definitely pork ribs. They're nice and tender, and they're hot. They came right out of the kitchen. And there's a nice sweet barbecue flavor going on with that. I would recommend getting this. If you're here for the buffet for dinner, you definitely should try the barbecue ribs. And there's a little bit of fat in there too to go with it to give it that extra flavor. And last but not least, I went with the fried shrimp with some cocktail sauce. You guys have any alternative to cocktail sauce on your food? Michelle's having fun. What you got? A shrimp scampi over there?
Shrimp.
Michelle's got a shrimp. Show that. Look at that. That looks nice. Yeah, we're all shrimped out right now. Very nice crunch. Excellent. All right. Now I'll let Michelle take over from where she's at right there. Okay.
Salt and pepper shrimp on the dinner buffet. I went back with my stuffed clam, and then I got my clams over here, and one piece of pepper steak.
Just one piece?
One piece.
All right.
But I like my seafood. I should say I love my seafood.
You got so many options here, though. It's crazy to just narrow yourself down to one kind of thing. I really want to show a little bit of everything. Yeah, as you can see, I have the shrimp and the barbecue ribs. You know, you got to mix it up and try different things. You know, there's a lot to choose from up there, and I don't want to shortchange.
And it's starting to get really steaming hot food out there now.
I love it. All right.
Okay, on my next plate, round 2, I got crab rangoon, vegetable fried rice with egg foo young at the bottom of that, and green beans.
Nice. You said you thought you screwed up, but I don't think you screwed up at all. What is there that's wrong with that? That looks actually pretty darn good.
Well, I thought they didn't have another rice.
Yeah.
But then when I went a little further down, I saw my vegetable rice, and I love vegetable fried rice. That's really good.
So you got a little bit of both, though. You have the regular white rice and
Yeah.
the vegetable fried rice.
And these are huge egg foo young.
Did you get their gravy on your?
Yeah, see, that's white rice.
Right.
You know, I can't have that. But I love my vegetable fried rice because they have peas in it. But the egg foo young is pretty good.
It goes really good with rice, though. I'll say that. Egg foo young and rice go hand in hand.
Oh yeah,
You know?
like Ed and Michelle,
Right.
we go good together.
Oh yeah. And she was gonna try the rice, the white rice first. Now take a good piece of that egg foo young, and I want to see what that's like, because growing up in Wilwick, Ohio, me and my mom would get Chin's Pagoda, and they had the best egg foo young. I mean, I'd have to find a place that does better than them. They're no longer, but okay.
Yes, and that's the inside of it. It has peas and
Yeah.
a lot of egg in there.
All right, give it a shot, Michelle. And they have that sauteed. Okay.
I highly recommend you trying that. Goes down very smoothly.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was going to need a knife. That was fork tender.
Yeah.
And it's nice and smooth all the way down.
Okay. Good job. Now you're going to go for the green bean.
Now, with the green beans, at certain Chinese buffets, they always have balsamic vinaigrette on them.
Yeah.
But these have olive oil on them, and they are tasty.
Okay. Good job, Michelle. Excellent.
yeah.
Excellent analysis.
Yes. And garlic.
Yeah, I love that I have garlic in my green beans. It gives that a little extra
That
kick.
is really good.
All
And,
right.
and olive oil. I
Right.
got to try that concoction at home, but highly recommend this whole plate now. I'm sorry I overreacted, but I really like my vegetable fried rice. But this all is going down smoothly.
All right. Good job, Michelle. Thank you. Oh,
And then here,
yeah, I almost forgot about the crab rangoon.
crab rangoons. My
Yeah.
favorite are always at the Menor on the Lake, New Chinatown buffet, because they always fill them to the max.
Right.
But look at that. Nice cheese and
Yeah.
cream cheese in there,
Yeah.
and a little bit of crab meat in there.
The first time I ever had crab rangoon was at China Mountain 2 in Willowick.
Okay.
Because I didn't even know what crab rangoon is. And then I bought it because they were like advertising them. And now whenever I get Chinese food, I always get crab rangoon. It just goes down so nicely. If you can, sometimes what I don't like is when the outer part is too hard, like burnt too much, and it's like I want it to be easy to bite into.
Yes. Every bite, you tasted that cream cheese.
Yeah. Was it easy for you to bite into it though?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Look at that.
All right.
20 years. Hop into the great indoors.
All right. I'm going to let you continue eating that, and I'm going to go get my next plate.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Good job. Okay. I am even more happy that we stuck around for the dinner buffet because I went all in on seafood on this one. Look at that. It's got the shrimps, or the shrimp scampies. Hi there. How you doing? You're not going to eat me. No. And then crawfish. Hello. And some calamari or octopus. Look at that. Look at that piece of octopus. That is awesome. Man, I wish I had a fork because that's a big piece to stick in there, or a knife. But, okay, here we go. Let's give it a shot. Oh, wow. That was actually easy to bite into. I was expecting a fight with that. Yeah, that's the one thing about octopus. It can be very tough. But when you cook it right, like they did here, that's good. And this is a lot of work too. The crawfish, think of it as a baby lobster. The only meat that you really want to go after is in the tail. Did you see that squirt? You got to peel all the shell off of it. Just like that. You want to get all those little legs off of it. Yeah. There you go. All that work for that little piece of meat right there, right? But oh, what a good piece of meat it is. That's good. And last but not least, we have the shrimp scampi. Take the head off, of course, and you peel all those little tendons and now I was messing with my friend Amanda at work that I always eat the tail I don't eat the tail. I was just messing with her because she gets all grossed out when I talk about eating the shell. You could eat the shell. This part over here is eatable. You can eat that. You get a good calcium from that. But for the sake of the video, I don't want to gross you guys out. I'm just going to eat the shrimp like that. It didn't even need cocktail sauce. That was good. I think Michelle's on her way to get dessert, and I'll bring you guys back when she brings her dessert plate out. Like, comment, and subscribe to The Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle. Awesome.
Fortune Star is super clean. Nothing on the floors, nothing on the buffet lines, nothing. They are keeping this super clean, which is excellent.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's a very important thing, you know.
Yes, because you know, like how they get ridiculed for having crap all over it. I have not found anything in my food that is supposed to be extra.
Yeah.
So it's a bonus for Fortune Star.
There's a buffet that we go to quite a bit that is excellent. Okay, the food is always great there. The service is always great there. But when you go to the men's bathroom, there's a stall that's been out of order for like over a year. And to me, I can't in my right mind do a review on that place. If one of you guys actually came to that restaurant and saw the bathroom looking the way it is, I wouldn't want to do a review on that place. So that's how we are about cleanliness when it comes to these places. It's very important to me and to you, right, Michelle?
It's important to my subscribers to see.
I hope it is, because it should be, in my mind. You know, you don't want to get sick by being in a filthy environment. That's all.
All
you know?
my restaurants have to be clean.
That's right.
If they're dirty, I'm walking away.
Or we'll let our friends know about it, you know?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, our bill came out to $29.74, and our server was really cool. She, ended up charging us for 2 lunch buffets, even though I told her that I was going to be all right with paying the dinner buffet. She says, "Oh no, it was an honest mistake." So she charged us the $24.90 for the 2 lunch buffets. What does that work out to? $12.45 per, plus $2 for my soda, pop, whatever you want to call it there, and tax. That was nice of her, wasn't it, Michelle?
Very nice.
Yeah. I mean, for all we got on the buffet, very cool. And I would highly recommend coming here again.
Fortune Star.
Yeah, Fortune Star in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Very cool. All right, I'm going to pay this bill and give her a nice tip, and then we'll meet up at the mall. All right. We initially wanted to make one entire video with the buffet at Fortune Star and then go to the Monroeville Mall. But when I saw that was already pushing 30 minutes on this one video, we're going to have to break it off and make it into a part 2. But it's going to be epic, you guys. Michelle is awesome. See you guys in the next video. Bye.